Late one night, a few weeks ago, I was working with some randoms to defend Westgate from the Wardens. Because heck those blueberries, this is collie turf now! We had just kicked them out of the territory and were building a backup base for when the offensive in the next hex would inevitably fall. We built a massive base that could hold them off for hours. We placed landmines everywhere to hold off their tanks, and we had barbed wire and AI set up everywhere to keep the foot soldiers from getting near the bunker. We had a few close calls.
Oh, he found us.
Prep a nice.
But the offensive pushed far enough into the next hex for me to get off that night in hopes that the boys up front would actually be able to hold overnight. And the base was destroyed. So, much like my last Foxhole video, I intend to do God's work fending off the hordes in hopes that my friends will be able to assist me by the end of the day. And in case you didn't see the last video, my friends will show up at the end because they have actual jobs, lives, or go out to touch grass every once in a while, and I'm very jealous. But doing Logi again would get stale as a concept, so today I'm going to improve the colonial healthcare system with my sheer presence. So with that out of the way, let us begin.
Thank you.
Of course. That'll be $5,000.
Kill me now.
That can be arranged.
Oh, no.
My day started as it always does, realizing I made zero preparations for this and pulled up the life map to find a garage. Then my day started in Origin, where I got a medic uniform and built myself an ambulance. After that, I made my way up to Westgate and began my duties for the day.
So down for speed bump. Where was the speed bump? Is it the rails? I hate the rails. No. Heck you.
The first thing I did was check for a local field hospital. With this, I could deposit critically wounded soldiers into the ambulance and bring them to the hospital to chemically alter their bodies into shirts. And before anyone can ask, yes, you can do this with the enemy soldiers, and yes, it's a war crime.
Oh my gosh.
As I find a medic, he gets fucking shot!
So I left my ambulance near the front where hopefully it wouldn't be in the way, and yet still close enough for people to see and put bodies into, and then go into medicing. Is that actually a word?
Thank you.
As a fellow medical professional, I cannot recommend bleeding.
Though there really wasn't much to do in the way of healing others. With so many tanks on the front line and a massive barren wasteland reminiscent of California, there wasn't much infantry could do other than follow behind the tanks. So I decided to loot bodies for medical supplies to use my ambulance as a resupply source for me and my fellow medics.
Guys, you gotta cover us while we finish this.
Look, I'll cover you with my body.
But as soon as I came back to my ambulance to bring it closer to the front, someone had stolen it! Man, you really can't have crap in Detroit. So now I'm gonna have to search for where it could be. I instantly found an ambulance that was oddly placed, but since it was locked, I assumed it had to be someone else's. Then I found a few more, all locked. Well, maybe someone had brought one up to the front. Nope, nothing here. Where the heck is it? Jeez, guess I'll have to wrench someone's ambulance open. It's exactly what I left in my ambulance. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be flipping kidding me. I can understand moving it because it may have been in the way, but to go as far as to take it and then lock what isn't yours and not even use it is really flipping annoying.
You are invisible, sir.
Hey, you fixed my boo.
Unfortunately, I can't cure your invisibility, but get out there. You'll still make yourself useful, I'm sure.
But while I was searching, the Wardens lost holdfast like massive chumps. Imagine if I was actually there instead of being sabotaged by my own team. The entire hex would probably be down by now. But since we have a ton of ground now, that means there's likely a ton of loot all over the place, which I can use to supply my ambulance.
I thought you were bringing me medic supplies!
No, I was coming to pick up medic supplies. I kept finding them all over the floor.
After some looting, I went back to the previous base to bring some BMATs to the front where I learned this.
The East is getting a little bit more attention now, so we're having to react to that.
Be sure to remember this, it'll be important later. But what's important now is that while I was gone, the Wardens were pushing up to our frontline base. I left for not even 5 flipping minutes. Unfortunately, while trying to assist up front, I was killed. And when I respawned, those warmongers were spawn camping us. I didn't know I was playing Destiny 2.
Aw, you finally got me. No, I just want to get my ambulance. What? No, they did get my ambulance. No.
With my ambulance gone, all I could do was get what supplies I could and return to the previous base. So with all my stuff gone, I was a bit demoralized, but I had a lot of options I could do. So in my infinite wisdom, I grabbed another ambulance and drove it to the eastern front as Holdfast fell to the Wardens. Yeah, I know, not my brightest moment. But with the presence of artillery making vehicles susceptible to being destroyed and tanks staring off into the horizon as if this is a movie, I made my way back to the western front in hopes of bestowing medical knowledge upon my bush brethren.
Oh my gosh!
Thankfully, that chieftain was suicidal. If a more competent crew was driving it, maybe they could have done more damage than the emotional damage they caused me specifically. I mean, look at Pastry. Doesn't he seem so hurt?
What did that chieftain do? Oh.
It ran in, shot stuff, blew up.
Tragic. Anyway, now we've run into a new problem, being that our front lines are horribly organized. This is because the Warden tank line is basically doing hit-and-run tactics like feckless cowards. Meanwhile, our tank line is just taking the bait, vindicating my belief that tank crews don't actually do anything, just waiting for the Wardens to attack, only for them not to, then go to the other front when they attack over there, the Wardens run away, and they do nothing while we get obliterated like orphans at an abortion clinic. Clearly, this wasn't a good time for an ambulance, or even a medic. It was time to get into the action myself.
So let's get down to business. To defeat the Hunt. I'll fix the healthcare system by killing everybody else.
What? Look, if I kill all the enemies, then there'll be no more teammates to heal. It's simple math.
Man, that was easy. Of course, now there's critically wounded. We're still gonna do medic things. Even if I'm not wearing the uniform, I'm still a medic at heart. We're getting this. Uh-oh. Hey, oh, come on! What?
Is there a single medic?
Of course, the moment I'm not medic anymore, everybody needs a medic.
Don't push.
After fighting for a while, I started to see soldiers forming up, which meant now may be a good time to medic. But of course, the tank crews striked again.
Holy shit! It's a trap!
You tanks flipping suck.
Tons of fucking tanks coming.
I hate tanks.
Ah!
I hate our tank crews.
Thankfully, this generous soul from that regiment brought my ambulance back as danger was approaching.
I spotted a giant fucking tank scum. Somebody stole our flame tank. Somebody stole our secondary flame tank, but it's okay.
Gosh, can't have crap in Detroit.
And after that, we took back Holdfast and started a big push against the Wardens.
Careful.
We're just gonna keep going. I don't have a weapon. Okay, I thought he was bugged.
That was until we were flanked.
What are you doing, boy? Where are you?
So, what brought you boys in today?
Trench!
Oh boy.
Having died, I quickly made my way back up in hopes of saving my ambulance and helping anyone in need.
You're still invisible, sir. I could do nothing for this.
I made it back before anything happened, just in time for disaster to strike.
Oh, come on! I just repaired this! No!
This is a war crime, you know? How dare they do this to me? I did never commit such atrocious war crimes to my greatest enemies. Only those evil wardens could do something so despicable. So I took a short break to eat, and when I came back, I was greeted with an ominous message. It turned out that apparently the entire fight moved to the northeast. For some reason. By all regards, this would be a good time for some tanks to just obliterate unprotected areas, but I guess the tank crews have other plans. I decided, though, that before I do anything else, I should build AI, because at least the AI will do what the tanks will not. And as I got ready for the east, I heard a bit of the situation there.
It's called a outlaw or chieftain rush. You just send all of your tanks to try and kill the core.
When I arrived, the eastern bunker had clearly sustained mass damage from warden suicide rushes.
Block the shooters with your bodies. Don't let them shoot the blueprint. I will watch and heal you as it happens.
And there would certainly be more to come.
We got another tank, thank you.
Look at this, they're in our fucking base, no problem. Colonials, we suck.
Tank to 250!
Hell yeah, get lured in by me saying you suck. It's all a ploy.
Oh my gosh, that killed it!
We successfully defended, but then the gas and artillery started.
Wardens!
Gas. I need medic real quick. Oh,
Fuck, I need medic. Where are the wardens?
Yes!
They're everywhere!
I feel like I should be dead. I feel like I should be dead. I'm getting out of here. I feel like I should be triple dead.
Eventually, someone just handed me a hammer because I'd be more useful repairing than being the 10th medic to get gassed on the front line.
Touch my body.
Guys, I need
You have been
75.
touched.
Thank you. I love a good hand job.
Just for that, I'm charging extra.
Okay.
For the next 2 hours, this would become the endless cycle of suicide rushes, artillery bombardments, and mass gas rushes until we either die out or they go to bed.
Wardens have to go to sleep and go to school tomorrow. Eventually, they got to go back to middle school. Keep this place
These
prepared.
losers
and
have
we'll get it good.
bedtimes, just outlast them. Oh my gosh. Incoming tank! One tank down.
Look, here they are again. Come on.
Fuck it up!
Up the Raptura.
For a brief period, we had a break, and I used some Tremola grenades to help push back a bit.
Alright, Colonials, let's get out there and kill them! Today I've woken up and chosen violence.
We weathered the storm!
Worth it.
But soon enough, we were right back on the defense again. I can't begin to describe how excited I was to get out there, though. This was so boring, constantly having to repair, dying, feeling like things are getting better, just for everything to get worse. Of course, I went out and died immediately, but it felt good to go outside and touch grass for just a moment. Now, the more astute of you may remember I said my friends would be getting on at some point, but may also see the video is almost over. That's because they got on about 15 minutes after I ended the recording. The last 2 hours were torture, and we managed to fend them off, but I did not want to do this anymore. And if it continued, I didn't want to force my friends through it either. So that's where I called it for a night. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching my suffering, please like, comment, subscribe, and share this with a friend. And if you enjoyed listening to my voice, you should go over to Hyperfrost Productions' Mega Man Battle Network fandom. They recently just put out the second part, and I voiced the legend himself, Mega Man. So thanks again, and maybe we'll see each other on the next adventure. But until then, see ya.
They gotta run out of ammo at some point, and yeah.
Did artillery cease?
I think so. I think they actually ran out of ammo. Nope, they didn't.
That's the thing about Artie. They never flipping run out. I think the only saving grace is that they definitely only have one artillery going. Okay, maybe two.